This one? All right. Through the entire program, I was very clear on what I wanted to get out of it, but I was open to taking the experience for what it was. And the experience has brought me to a whole different level of just thinking of myself, thinking of my place in the world, thinking of business in the world. There's people, there's the environment, there's the world as a whole, and how we fit into that piece and that entire ecosystem. That's what's really driving me. Before I did the MBA, it was just a checkbox, something that I had to do in order to get where I wanted to be in the finance world. And it was the second semester here that I really started realizing that it wasn't about what I was learning in the textbook and in the classroom, but it was what I was learning from my peers. It's the people that are breaking it down to your left and to your right, in front of you, behind you. That's where you get the real learning, because they're thinking of the question in a way that you never would have even comprehended. And then outside of the classroom, working with real Irish companies, that whole process, the ideation and pulling it all together, where you take what you've learned in this room and then you take it out into the real world and you get to see, okay, I get how it works on paper in the academic context, but in the real world, it's not a box. It's what does that box mean? And how do I explain that to a CEO who has 5 minutes to give you and just wants an answer? You can do all that research, all those boxes, but then distilling that down to one slide where you're delivering, that's what an MBA does. Dublin for me it's such a powerful city. There's so much history. There's just endless things to learn. You feel like you can get lost in the crowds here, but it's still small enough where I can turn a corner and I can run into 5 people from my MBA. Trinity just sits right in the heart of it all. Opportunities will come, doors will be opened by using the network, and that's the strongest part, is the network that it gives you access to. I'm only at the beginning of that journey. I'm really looking forward to growing, utilizing what I've learned in the classroom and from my peers, and getting myself not to this job, not to the next job, but the job after that and the position after that. It's just a growth mindset. It's not where you are now, it's not where you're gonna be in 5 years, it's where you're gonna be in a lifetime.